welcome back, and today I have a review over the new L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Foundation. I picked up this foundation at Walgreens and I feel like it retails for about $12.99 to $14.99 depending on where you buy it at. If you have been with me for a while now, you know that I absolutely love the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I tried the Pro Glow when it came out, loved it, so I had to get this. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yes, please. Everything that I have tried in the Infallible line has never failed me. So, just literally, as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh my goodness. So, let's go ahead and talk about the claims. L'Oreal claims that this foundation is weightless and full coverage. And just like the other Infallible foundations, when you flip it over to the back, there is a chart, and it gives you more information about the finish, the wear, the coverage, and the texture. So, L'Oreal claims that this foundation is a natural finish. It wears up to 24 hours. The coverage is high and the texture is air light. And I am in the shade 309 Caramel Beige. Let me just tell you, this is the most perfect match for me. When I saw it, I was like, ugh, because I'm typically, in the Pro Glow and the Pro Matte, I typically have to mix a light one and a dark one. So when I saw this one, I was like, okay, I'm only going to buy one because I paid about $13.99 for it. And I was like, I just can't bring myself to spend $28 for two drugstore foundations. But I did pick up 309 Caramel Beige, and it is the perfect match. L'Oreal also claims that this foundation isn't only for your face, but it is face and body. On the display, they had a picture of a tattoo being covered up by this foundation. And on the back of the product, it says Pro Face and Body Foundation, ultra lightweight, seamless coverage. So let's go ahead and talk about these claims. The first claim is that it's a natural finish. Absolutely, I agree. I would definitely say it is more along the line of a natural satin matte finish. It's definitely not glowy or luminous by any means, but it's definitely not a flat matte. I am currently wearing it right now, and I can just see a natural glow peeking through. Next up is the wear time. L'Oreal claims that it is a 24-hour wear, and they also claimed that the Pro Matte and the Pro Glow were 24 hours. I have not worn this for 24 hours. So with that being said, I have worn it for a regular work day, but I will say that it for sure lasts for up to 12 hours. I typically put this on about 7, 10-ish, go about my normal work day, come home, if I have to film, work out, it holds up really well. I will need to touch up a few times throughout the day. I would definitely say by noon, my oils and my T-zone are really peeking through. But if I just blot it with an oil blotting sheet, or if I apply powder on it, then I will be good to go. Okay, next up is coverage. This foundation is absolutely full coverage. With most foundations, I feel like I typically put one good layer on, and then we'll have to touch up either with concealer or more foundation on areas that I have a blemish or where I have more redness. But even around my nose, it covers it up amazingly. And last but not least, texture. L'Oreal claims that this has an air light texture, and let me tell you, it absolutely does. It has a very moussey consistency, especially when you're trying to like squeeze it out of the bottle. It does need quite a bit of pressure, but as soon as you apply it to your face, it's instant coverage. It's a flawless finish, and you don't feel it on your face. Like, I do not feel this on my face whatsoever. However, even though it does have an air light texture, you can't feel it on your face, it does need to be set because it is quite tacky to the touch, and it will transfer if you don't set it. Okay, so now that we've gone through all of the claims, let's go ahead and talk about how I feel about it. I absolutely love it. My goodness. I love that it's not so matte. I absolutely love the Pro Matte, but I am oily to combo skin, so when I do have dry patches, it will cling to it. And this stuff will not cling to my dry patches, and it still helps me look quite matte. I love how long wearing it is. I love how it's like a one and done product. I don't need extra concealer to cover up blemishes because it's so full coverage. It's going to last a really long time, and I'm not going to feel it on my face. This stuff is absolutely amazing. Is it pricey for a drugstore foundation? Absolutely. I feel like $15 for a drugstore foundation is like, what? But I am that beauty junkie. As soon as a new product comes out, I have to buy it right then and there. But if I were to repurchase this, I would definitely have a coupon in hand and combine it with a sale, which is what I recommend you to do. I definitely highly recommend that you try this out if you love a more satin, matte, natural finish, and if you need something that is super full coverage, or if you love a full coverage foundation. This stuff is for you. I will say I like to apply it with a brush, not a sponge. I have tried it over and over and over again with my brush because that's just how I like to apply it. And I've tried it 2 times with a beauty blender and the Real Technique sponge, and they were just both epic fails. As soon as I dabbed it on my face, that's where it stayed. It was just streaky and patchy. And I initially thought when I tried this product out, I needed to use it with a sponge because of the moussey, thick consistency. I figured, okay, a brush would be a nightmare, and it was literally the opposite. So if you bought this and you tried it with a beauty blender, if you tried it with some type of sponge and you didn't like it, I highly recommend that you try it with a brush. I love applying it with my flat top kabuki brush, and just hands down, I am obsessed with this foundation. And one more thing, I always apply a primer before I apply any foundation, and I've tried this foundation out with multiple primers, and I highly recommend that you don't use a silicone-based primer with this foundation. Since it is a moussey consistency, I noticed that when I was swiping over the primer, the foundation was kind of moving with it instead of sticking to my skin, versus when I applied it over a mattifying primer that did not have silicone in it. It applied so much more evenly, so much more smoothly, and it just looked flawless. Alrighty, well that is a wrap for this video. Those are all of my thoughts and opinions over this product. I cannot rave about it enough. I highly recommend if you're just wanting to try something new, if you love a satin matte finish, you want something full coverage, if you want to look flawless, definitely give this product a try. This is definitely one of many reviews that I have for you guys, so stay tuned. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys!